A track that is famous each and every winter as we begin the new year. Well, tonight we do it a couple months earlier, but it is a fun night of racing expected tonight with the Short Track Super League. Here is the Snowball Derby, the Short Track Super League special event, as we're getting ready actually for the Snowflake race, which is the late model race that happens before the Snowball Derby, which is later on this evening. The Snowflake 100 about to go green here in just a few minutes as we are on the air for the 100 lap race that is about to take off here in the late models. I am the captain, Chris Scala. Literally walked in the door less than 15 minutes ago. And I told Michael Steffen, I said, look, I'm going to do everything I can to get done today. And I said, as soon as I'm there, I'll get us on the air and we'll get this race rocking. We weren't sure we were going to get the Snowflake on. The Snowball Derby wasn't a worry at all, but the Snowflake was a worry if we could get that on the air. And, well, we're going to get it on the air because when I'm committed to something, darn it, I'm going to do it. So here we are, Snowflake here at Five Flags Speedway. This is the official home of the Snowball Derby right here, this track in Pensacola, Florida. People, drivers like Chase Elliott, Eric Jones, just to name a few, have either won or participated in races here. So many drivers have had the honor of saying, even Kyle Busch has ran this race. So this is a big short track event that happens each and every year, and these drivers are going to go out here for a warm-up and go out there and just kind of run some laps here in a few minutes after they're done with qualifying, and we'll go over the starting lineup. But this race is just a big event, and it all starts with the Snowflake event, and then coming up after this race, they'll practice again in the super late models, and then about 9 o'clock this evening, the running of the Snowball Derby will be on. There's going to be a little bit of modifications to the race when it comes to lap-wise and stuff like that due to some issues with the beta on iRacing, but either way, it is going to work out. And right now, what we're seeing on the screen, and let me turn the audio on for these cars. These guys are actually going to go out here and do a four-wide salute to the drivers, to the fans, actually, and to everybody for putting this whole thing together. I'm just actually going through some notes real quickly on just making sure everything is taken care of on my end, which I believe it is. So got a lot of great sponsors that have helped put this prize purse together for the winners and others. It's going to be a fun night. Obviously, normally on a Tuesday night, I'm out racing in the Extreme Motorsports Truck Series, but of course they're off tonight. So that allowed us to open up the broadcast here tonight and do this race. So looking forward to all the festivities here this evening. But bear with me here for a few minutes as I'm still kind of getting everything together for the broadcast. I like to have like notes with me and things like that. As these guys come on the track and do a salute. Hey, look, a USRC logo. That's the series I run over there, and that's Drift on the track there in the 7 car. Hello, Drift. You see these guys out here, they're going to do the 4-wide salute. It's a really cool deal. It's a short track thing. You see it a lot in the dirt cars, especially like sprint cars and things like that. But tonight you're going to see it here as more of a thank you to all the hard work that like Jake Brooks and also Michael Steffen working with me, of course, and all the sponsors that put this race together. And some history about this track. Rich Bickle, believe it or not, is the all-time winner in this race. He has won the Snowball Derby 5 times, just at his former Cup driver, Rich Pickle. But other names who have won this Snowball Derby event. Darrell Waltrip has won this event back in 1976. Dave Mader III, who I believe started an ARCA race earlier this season, he has won a race here. Morgan Shepherd, who we just recently found out some sad news. I believe I saw his name. Oh, nope, I'm sorry, but I didn't. But we did see Donnie Allison, Darrell Waltrip, Pete Hamilton, Pistol Pete, just to name a few. Mickey Gibbs, Jody Ridley, Butch Miller, Ted Musgrave. I know somebody who knows him well. Gary St. Amant, the ASA legend back in the day. Jeff Purvis, I mentioned Rich Bickle. And then the recent days here, Eric Jones won it twice in 12 and 13. Chase Elliott's won it twice. Last year, Travis Braden. Nora Gregson's won the race. Kyle Busch, Christian Eckes, John Hunter Nemechek, just to name a few. Even Johanna Long, you remember her, the female driver a couple years ago ran in the Cup Series or Xfinity. She's won this race. So many drivers have won this historic race, and somebody's going to add their name to this list tonight. Now, the one thing you will not see tonight in the Snowball Derby is a 300-lap race because the race, iRacing has some limits on pace. So you're actually only going to see a 250-lap Snowball Derby tonight. But you will see, I need dinner too, Dave. I haven't eaten anything since I got home. So I'll be eating between the races tonight. So there's that 4-wide salute. Look at that. Isn't that a pretty picture? Hopefully you can work on getting the viewers up there tonight. And obviously for the racing, of course, everybody's going to get out there and just run a few laps. Now, I'm not sure how many laps they're going to get here in the little warm-up, but you still get a chance to go out there and have a little fun here in this race. But again, we'll show the race info, and somebody spun drift out. That's not nice. Half-mile track here in Pensacola. Not really much of a straight when it comes to straightaways, especially on the back straightaway. The car's right away. You see 76 degrees this evening in Florida, 77-degree track temperature, cloudy skies, low humidity, so no chance of rain or anything like that as the pace truck just pops up out of nowhere here in Pensacola, Florida, as we get ready for a great night of racing under the lights. And let's take a look at the starting lineup for this race. You're going to see a lot of drivers from the Short Track Super League that you normally see on Thursday nights when they race here. They're going to be on the grid here tonight, but you're going to see some different drivers. But Amy Catalano, one of two Amy Catalanos, as you know, will start on the pole and third in this race alongside Adam Sturgill. Brandon Hughes, the Florida driver, will start on the outside of row number 2. Matthew Telder and Peyton Talbot, 5th and 6th there on the grid. Jake Brooks, the guy to put this whole thing together, will start there at 7th alongside Ken Zames. Mike Carlson, Mark Herzog in row number 5. Kevin Anderson, Bo Carl in row number 6. As we continue to work our way through this grid, row number 7, Adam O'Brien, Steele Langford, who actually is the newest driver to sign up for the Iowa race that we'll have coming up on Saturday. So Steele signed up for it. Appreciate that. Christopher Wood, Curran Beckler, going to start row number 8. Row 9, Samuel Fontaine, and there's Jacob Gladwich. We know it's drift in the race, so you might hear me say drift a few times. Jeff Carlson, Jason Coe, row number 10. Row 11, Brad Carpenter, Ronald Redmond Jr., row 13. Michael Benedetto, Nathan Haslow, who was one of the fast cars in practice. So looks like 24 cars going to start this Snowflake event in the prelim to tonight's Snowball Derby, which will kick off here in just a couple hours from now as the cars rumble around. Going to get the green flag this time by around this half-mile oval. 100 laps going to set it. I believe there is a time limit also at 1 hour. We'll keep track of that. It's looking good straight-wise. I'm happy. Up there's my Duck Dynasty stuff. Here we go, the Snowflake underway with Catalano and Sturgill bringing them to the green flag. Open setups in this race tonight. These are not fixed setups. Here these cars sliding down into turn 3 and 4 and off of turn 4. It's Amy Catalano, the second one, leading this race. And getting loose in contact with the 48. The two leaders wreck off turn 2, and caution is going to come out. Not a good way to start. See the wreck already in action here off of turn 2. But the 11 just gets wide, loses the back end in contact with the 48. And the caution out for the first time. In this Snowflake race. I'm sorry, but every time I say the word Snowflake, I think of Ace Ventura. And forgive me for a second, I'm going to fix one little thing real quickly. You see Amy Catalano getting 24 cars. They should be cooperating with me. Oh, you know what? It might be the heat racing. That's probably what it is. It always does that to me. You're going to see it shuffle around as they cross the line and stuff maybe tonight, so just be aware of that. But short track rules in play. There is the EOL for those who get involved in wrecks and things like that, or who start wrecks and that kind of penalty. And you can see some pretty short laps around this track. When it comes to pace laps, obviously it's only a half-mile track, semi-banked, as Dave Rowe kind of mentioned over in chat. And if you want to chat with me, you can do so. Just jump on here and say hi. I'll give shout-outs to new viewers, and anybody who's watching tonight, I'll definitely give a shout-out to. So if you're one of the drivers, maybe racing later on in the actual Snowball Derby, down the back straightaway, and I think we're going to see the pace car pull off. A little quickie yellow is the Trumpmobile with A.B. Canelano, the first one, I guess we'll call. Going to lead him to the green here. This will all cycle around here in a second with the... not sure why it does that, actually. But Peyton Talbot up to second. Ken Zames up in third. Brooks in fourth. Brandon Hughes, your top five. And 3 wide back here. Oh, they settled it out pretty quickly there. The 81 at Davey Allison Special. That is Kevin Anderson. As the 42, Bo Carl goes wide. The 17 drops its nose in there. 74 also in the picture of Adam O'Brien. Again, a lot of these names you might be like, oh, I've heard these. Yeah, they're Thursday night guys that you hear running in the Short Track Super League. Down the back straightaway. A lot of cornering in this track. Not a lot of straightaways at all. See these guys kind of sort out, trying to get into a little bit of a rhythm here. As I mentioned, a big purse tonight for the winner, amongst other drivers with sponsorships and more, as Ken Zames going to go inside. Peyton Talbot, this is for second. And Zames going to make the move. Ken, who was really fast throughout the modified season that just wrapped up recently. Good in that 90 cars. We ride on board with Peyton Talbot, the 14, the New York driver. Very sweeping corners, banked at about, I think about 18 degrees if I remember correctly here. And up for the lead, here comes Ken Zames. And he is going to take it down there in the turn number 1, move the 90 to the front. I guess the one joke I could make tonight is the one guy you will see not win this race, or the one team. I do not see anybody from the Wolfpack Motorsports group here tonight. So the guys who swept all 10 races of the season, I don't think are here tonight. The 111 car there, a little bit of damage on Brandon Hughes, Mark Hertzong, Jake Brooks, all these guys here. Back here, the 91 car, that is Christopher Wood, actually, the 091. He's looking inside of Mike Carlson there in that 3 car. Now, the 91, there's 2 number 91s. We have the 091, and then we have the 91 of Samuel Fontaine in 16. So we'll keep an eye on which one's which. I'm sure to get it confused one time tonight, so on and so forth. I believe there are no tires for this race, so let me actually get pulling up the rules right now of this race. fast repairs, no tires for the Snowflake. So you have what you have tonight in this race. There will be 2 sets of tires for the Snowball Derby. There was going to be 3, and when they shortened the race up by the 50 laps tonight, they took a set of tires away. So there's only 2 sets of tires tonight for the actual Snowball event. So you're not going to see many pit stops at all unless they got damage to fix, so on and so forth. There are battles everywhere at this track. Look back here, this, man, the throwback, I love it. Avalon Special underneath the O2 of Telder. Adam O'Brien here in this picture also. 1 car behind the wall, Nathan Haslow did not start the race, so we had 23 officially start as we complete 16 laps. Back here side by side, that's Brad Carpenter underneath of Kern Beckler into 35. He'll take that position away. Is happening all over the track. Let's go up here to Christopher Wood as he is under Brandon Hughes. That is for 5th. And underneath him is now the 17th, Steele Langford. The man of steel, shall we call him. Ooh, the 17 was trying to peek its nose in there. 91 kind of gave him a little bit of a, not a block, but more protecting that bottom line there as we complete lap 19 already in this 100 lap prelim to the Snowball Derby. Amy Catalano under attack. Here comes that 47, Mark Kurtzall, looking good. Lap times around this track at 17 seconds. Had to get out of it a little bit and kind of move up the track to keep himself from running over these other cars. And meanwhile, back here, these guys are all on top of another. All these guys within about a second. And this is where the racing is. That there is Samuel Fontaine, the white number 91. Underneath the 74, Adam O'Brien's going to fall back a spot. The Wisconsinite number 35, kind of an orange one there. I think that orange and blue. In the books here, lap number 74, or lap number 7, car number 74, I should say, lap 25 of this race, and the battle continuing all the way around here. Herzog has not been able to get around the 15. Back here, though, Brad Carpenter pushes Taylor up the track. Man, there's a Wolfpack car in this race. I stand corrected. Brad Carpenter running this race tonight. Good to see. There's the 48, kind of working, 49 of Adam Sturgill working his way back up through the field after his little bit of argy-bargy with Catalano earlier, the second Catalano. Meanwhile, the 57 of Jake Brooks under attack from the 3 car. Mike Carlson, a little bit of blink there going on. As the 81 going to come by now, as the 57 starting to fall back, the 49 goes by. Here comes the 31 of Carpenter. So the 57, unfortunately, of Jake Brooks is going backwards. They complete lap number 30. Only the 1 caution so far, but Ken Zanes continuing to pull away As he is starting to come up on the back of the field, Jacob Gladulich, or Drift as we know him as, going to be the first car he comes up on. Drift is having his struggles out here. This is a race league he doesn't run in, really. He loves running these special events, though. And I know him pretty well. He asked me, hey, can I run the event? So I went over and talked to the guys, got him hooked up, and I think he's learning a little bit about open setups. Unfortunately tonight, but definitely happy for him coming out and at least trying. That's all you can do. Meanwhile, this fight can continue, and here's the 49 continues to work his way back through the field inside of Kevin Anderson. So move Adam back up to 10th. Brad Carpenter kind of towing along with him and saying, hey, I'm just going to follow you through this field. As Carlson works his way inside of Peyton Talbot. So Talbot's starting to fall back now, as these cars probably starting to tighten up with the rubber on the track. Big cookie saving tire. If he's saving tire, you better giddy up. Oh, caution out for the second time. And I think it is for, yep, Michael Benedetto, the 25 car. The Under Armour Gerber number 25 has spun around over here in 1 and 2. Bringing out the second caution of the evening. And let's see what happened. Down into turn 1 and 2. Oh, he drifts up into the 11 car. Heavy contact with the other Catalano again. Let's watch him one more time. That's on camera view, I want. There it is. Just unfortunately pushed up the track there and into the 11. So, well, that brings the caution out for the second time, with Ken Zames leading. And I'm actually going to step away. I'm going to stay on the stream here, but I'm going to step away for a quick second here as we watch the Snowflake. Be right back. Back I am. Sorry about that. I had a work call actually come in and had to take care of that real quickly. So back on the air and back under green with Ken Zames the leader. I know we only missed, what, 3 or 4 starts there, or 3 or 4 laps. But everybody back underway here. Carpenter there in the 7th position. There's Samuel Fontaine. He is starting to work his way through the field. Started 17th all the way up to the 9th position. And if we do get a caution next time, I will go through the awards that are given away tonight. I mean, Michael Steffen gave me a laundry list of things that are being awarded out tonight. And Mike, if you're watching, I got your message right away. But some great sponsors and great prizes on the line. As the third caution out, a car spun, and might be Jake Brooks. And that brings out caution number 3. Could be wrong. It's not really telling me who. But we're gonna. I'm taking a guess here, just because I did see a red and black car spin. Let's see if I was right. It was not. It was the car right there. Let's move up ahead here 2 cars. And to the 11 car of Amy Catalano. She's 3 for 3 now. Just a little lazy spin through 3 and 4. And that brings the caution out for the 3rd time in this race for a lazy spin. And she's going to get it in EOL and go to the back again. So the purse, all that has come from Sin City Hauling and Pilot Cars and Brooks Motorsports. So appreciate all them for stepping up and putting this whole thing together. Of course, the custom racing t-shirts for the Pro Late Model and Super Late Model winners are all going to be coming from simracingtees.com. So you can check out their website and all the fun stuff they have there. We got plenty of awards tonight. We have the a Pro Late Model $5 award. This is coming from Moneymaker Motorsports. So basically, here's where you, the viewers, get to come into play. Pick. I want the viewers right now to pick a position number. And at lap number, as we are back to racing here, at lap number 65, whatever position that the person has picked in the stream. All right, we've got a few viewers here, so you viewers pick a number in the position. It's 1 through 23 in this race still. 1 through 23, and at lap 65, whatever position as the caution comes out again for the 4th time. And this time it is, I know it ain't for Ken Zames. It's Catalano, the 15 car, is now on pit road. Hey, it's Ford. Oh, the other Amy Catalano having issues. We're 4 for 4 here. Just goes up into the wall here and stops, it looks like. And that brings out that 4th caution. This guy. So many awards this evening to go through, but so many sponsors too. But yeah, the one award tonight, I need a position number from the viewers. Give me a position number of On lap 65, whoever is in that position will get $5 thanks to Moneymaker Motorsports. We also got a Pro Late Model $15 award. This is going to be the Hard Charger award for the most positions gained. Also Moneymaker Motorsports with $10 for the most positions lost. So you get $10 for losing spots. That's never good. $5 for Moneymaker Motorsports. Also, this one is for last person into the field. And then, of course, there's some Super Late Model awards we'll go over later on. But so many great sponsors that were a part of this event tonight. And wow, just taking over some notes in this race. So far, not a bad race as we go back to racing here. As we have had 4 cautions in the field, but Ken Zames has led the most laps as we come back to the green flag here at lap number 45. Steele Langford now up to the 2nd position. Steele has gained 12 positions. So is Christopher Wood there in that 91 car. So the comers and goers starting to make their appearance with the older tires here. Each going to take their chances at the 90 car here for the lead. Okay, no problem. All right, so Dave Rowe has picked 16. Anybody else want to throw a number in there? So the 16th place car at lap 65 is going to get $5. And hopefully nobody on the stream is racing right now, so... There's the 111, Brandon Hughes, that Florida driver trying to win in his home state here. And right behind him, Bo Carroll looking to the inside of the 14 car of Peyton Talbot. There goes the green cone. That thing took a ride. All right, Ford, sit back and watch, my friend. As we complete 48 laps. You know what it is? I forgot. When caution laps are not counting in this race, so because of that, that's why the ticker goes kind of haywire and stuff, because it's kind of repeating the lap. So that is why you're noticing the ticker issues. I had to think back, because this happened at the beginning of the series when I started broadcasting it. So that is why caution laps are actually not counting in this race. Let me add that to it also. That's another thing. I was looking through the rules just to make sure, because I tried to study as much as I could before the race, which obviously I didn't have much time with me working, and even work calling me as I'm off work. So the 91 has got pressure on the 90 here as these two cars have worked their way up 13 and 11 spots respectively and are going to fight for the lead. Dave's going to brew the fan favorite award. We love Sam. Good guy. Super good guy. Sam, I'm sure, having fun tonight. He's not doing too well, though. Back in the 16th position, there is Sam right there. And that white and red number 91. He's having his struggles. As Ken Zames continues to hold on here, lap number 53 in the books. If you're watching the stream tonight, you're new to it, hit that follow button. You can join us live each and every time you see us broadcast. Oh, contact in the back! Well, I thought I saw somebody spinning, but they saved it at that 47 there, so it was Herzog. Nice save by the Marlboro man. Heavy damage on that 47, that right front. But if you're watching the stream tonight, just to watch, go tell your friends, share the stream, get them in here and watch this fun short track Tuesday night event as we get ready for the main event coming up here in just a little while. And look at that high side, that's Catalano trying to make a move on the 31, but 31 of Carpenter kind of pushes her up and says, no. Fantastic racing all over this place. Trying to keep up with it for you. Meanwhile, Zames has kind of stretched it out. I say kind of. He's gained about a tenth and a half or so in the last couple laps here as we complete lap 57 this time by. 17 now all over the back bumper. Steele Langford is all over Christopher Woods. Declan. We ride with the set up, caution out as we were about to go on board the 17. And one car is spun around a green car there, and I think that is Adam O'Brien. It is Adam. The shake and bake car is, well, looks like shake and bake chicken now, unfortunately. And let's see what happened here. And again, you're going to see my ticker thing go crazy. It's something to do with the not counting caution laps, so I definitely apologize for that happening. But let's go see what happened to Mr. O'Brien. That brings out this fifth caution. Oh, and he gets helped. Oh, and Fontaine's involved. Well, this wreck definitely escalated. Green car on green car violence. The 49 dives it in there. He's committed. The 74 is going to get turned. He straightens it back out. Tries to. Fishtailing it on. Then the Haviland car finishes him off through with nowhere to go. He gets another. Oh, that's drift involved. And that's going to bring the caution out for the fifth time in this race. I'm going to leave the ticker up for you. It's going to kind of go crazy. Just know it's because, again, there's no, they're not counting laps in this race. So that's what the deal is here. And what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to do my job now, and I get a chance to do this. I go over to the Captain TV Facebook page and to Twitter, and I throw links up there so people can come watch. I also go over into the iRacing Leagues page. So forgive me for a second. Actually, we're about to go back to racing real quickly. Track is all cleaned up. We'll come back at lap number 60. 40 laps to go. And I'm going to do some multitasking here for a second. And back to racing as Ken Zames brings him to the green. Christopher Wood, Steele Langford, and that 111 gets shuffled out. Here comes Mike Carlson into the picture. The 3 car who's been riding. Oh, Bo Carl into the back of the 111. And they're pretty much 4 wide back here, down to 2 real quickly. That 111 was swatting some flies in that car. Nice save on his end. As the fighting continues here, that 14 down against the inside wall, Peyton Talbot. Oh man, the 47's all over the 42. A little bit of bumper tag there as Herzog tries to work his way through. More contact. Cars everywhere. And here comes Catalano. The 11, the 47's going to get the raw end of here. Oh, and the 02 pushes the 47 up. He's not going to be a happy camper. And he's in the wall now. And he's going to stop on track. And that brings the caution out. So caution out for the 6th time. And I'm pretty sure Herzog is not a happy camper. Alright, hopefully that'll boost some viewers up a little bit. Dave. Dave Rowe is Nitro Beast for those who don't know. Yeah, Sam, you kind of got the raw end of your shtick, but you've gained some fans here. I think Dave Rowe wants to have a word with you, Sam, because when you get Dave Rowe's attention, Dave's a good guy. Good job out there, Sam. Go get ready for the big race. That's the one that matters. All right, so 2 laps from now, we will complete lap 65, and at the completion of that lap, whoever's in 16th position per Dave Rowe, there's nobody else gave me a number other than Dave, so we're going 16 here. That person's going to win the $5. And right now, 16th is Jason Coe. So again, the second of 3 straight nights of broadcasting. Tomorrow night we'll be on for the Prehistoric Forest 200, the Great Lakes Truck Series. And then we will take 3 days off and come back Saturday night for the NRW Photography 400 at Iowa Speedway. We are now up to, I think it's 19 drivers have signed up. We had 2 from the forums. And going to continue to promote that race and trying to get up to our 32 number. Gonna get 1 to green here, and so we'll run 2 laps, and then we'll see who's in 16th position. That person will get the award, and it'll be at the time they cross the line. Time-wise, I believe we still got about 25 minutes to go in this race. So Ken Zane's gonna bring them back to the green. Here we go. The 91 of Christopher Wood, Mike Carlson, and Steele Langford, your top 5. And here these guys are just going to shuffle Carlson back. And that inside lane, here comes the 111 of Brandon Hughes. All right, Cole's out of good shape, and Carlson gets turned. And we will not complete lap 65, so we'll wait now for a whole lap, or for the next caution, but that was all circumstances there. Bo Carl was out of control, and that led to, unfortunately, the 3 getting turned. And caution number 7. All right, let's go back to it here. Right there. Contact that sends the 3 around, but if you actually go off of turn 4 here, the 42 is out of shape. Actually, he's doing okay in the air. And right here gets loose, kind of smacks the wall, has to go save it, but then the 14 into the 3, and a few other cars going to get involved in this one, bringing out the 7th caution. And again, no tires here, so you're not going to see anybody pit unless they get damage fixed or something like that. So let's ride on board here with Kevin Anderson. He's going to see the wreck up in front. And he does a great job to avoid the car there on the right side. We have not completed yet the 65th lap, and we won't until we, I believe, cross the start-finish line. When that number goes to 66 officially, right now, ironically, how a spin might help you out. Jeff Carlson running in the 16th position right now. Peyton Talbot got the EOL. Mike Carlson, unfortunately, gets spun out. So this is going to be very interesting how this shapes out. See, the lap number keeps changing here, so it's going from 65 to 66. So what's going on in the ticker, I think what is happening is everybody's crossing the line, but then it's putting them back to lap 65. So that's where you're seeing the shuffle in the grid, because everybody's crossing the line, so it's kind of almost like an EOL without an EOL, basically, is what's happening here. So once everybody crosses the line, it goes back to lap 65. That's why you're seeing our ticker go nuts every time somebody crosses the line, until Ken Zames, bam, back to the top, and you notice back to lap 65. So that's exactly what's happening. I figured it out. Science! All right, back to racing as we'll complete lap 65. And whoever crosses the line 16th wins the $5. And it's going to go to a Carlson. And Mike Carlson is who it's got in 16th position. So congratulations, you got spun and won $5. Mike Carlson, the 16th place position when they cross the line to take the green. Oh, and contact back there in 15th. Sends the 14 up the track, so the Carlsons are teaming up with the 14 here. And 3 wide up ahead to 31 up the track with the 81. Action's starting to pick up here. Yeah, Carlson pretty much wins it. Oh, let them. Maybe it'll split 250 apiece. Hey, let's the comeback award, if there's one of those. How about this 11 car of Amy Catalano? She was the first 4 cautions of this race, and she's in 5th. How? And now she's going to take 4th from Brandon Hughes. She's going to bring Adam Sturgill. Well, look at that, the 2nd place car that was involved in that first wreck. To go up the 5th and 6th. These two have definitely showed they have got a pretty good car under them. But that 111 continuing to fight in that middle group, gonna maybe scrape the walls just a little bit. Randy gonna continue to fight on that high side. 49's finally gonna clear. There's Ken Zames, who has led most of this race. Again, this is just a prelim to the Snowball Derby coming up in just a little bit. 250 laps tonight. '74 getting out of the way, still out here just running laps. Adam O'Brien in 22nd now. Unfortunately, some 15 laps down, if I'm seeing that right. Catalano putting pressure on Christopher Wood. Oh, getting a little loose there. You hear the tires sliding around. Sweeping corners at this track, so it's all about aerodynamics, taking care of that right front tire. It is taking a beating out there. driver out here doing a great job right now in this 90 car. Lap times 17.7, not the fastest. One thing that's impressed me is these tires have only fallen off about 0.4 of a second in 79 laps now. Kevin Anderson going to look underneath of the 14 at Talbot for position for the 11th spot. Been here on Captain TV, we're all about the racing and passes for position, the battling and stuff. As you see, the 81 almost slide it through 3 and 4 and take that position away. We got one car slow on the inside, that's Drift. I'm not sure he's going to make it to pit road, he's trying. I think he was able to make it because I do not see the car anymore. Oh no, he's still over there, slowly matriculating to pit road. Catalano is caught Steele Langford. This is going to be the fight now for second as they come up on lap traffic here. Michael Benedetto in the 25 going to go lap down. That 11's just doing a great job rotating the corner and able to turn down off. Her to get that run on the 17 here. You're able to just, oh, maybe a little bit of bumper tag there. And Catalano's going to move up to second here. See, Wood's not going to give it up, or Langford not going to give it up easily. Catalano takes the spot away, so 15 laps to go and up to second. And she has shown she is one of the faster cars on the track here. Drivers getting ready to run the Snowball here in just a few minutes. Some of the drivers not here in this race. That's Kevin Anderson making another move underneath the 57. That's Jake Brooks for the 10th position, so move him up into the top 10. Is the best fighting on the track is right up here in the top 5. Some might hear the Jaws music starting to play a little bit. There's Amy. Looking from the gearbox back at the 17. And there is the leader right there, Ken Zanes. And Drift's motor went kaboom. Good effort, bud. All right, 10 laps to go. 10 green flag laps. Can Catalano catch the 90? During the intermission, we'll cut off for a second. We'll once we get into the room, we'll let you see practice for the Snowball Derby and let those cars get out there and run laps. Might get an interview or two on. I'm actually going to catch some dinner real quickly in between races here, and we'll come back and get you the 250 lap main event tonight. Guys have pulled away to about a second lead. That lap car didn't help there. The 54. Zane got out of shape, and here comes Catalano. She is on the back bumper now. Oh, and one car stopped over in 1 and 2. That's the 25 of Benedetto. No caution yet. And Kevin Anderson's on pit road. A little bit of drama here as they come up on some lap traffic here. And as always, the Snowball Derby going to produce an exciting finish. And these guys are fighting for position, so they technically don't have to get out of the way here, but the 11 does. The 74 contact! Catalano! And I believe she got disqualified there. That is why she went away, but caution is out. Oh my gosh. And Catalano's off the track. So wait a minute. Just trying to see everything working its way through here. Did we potentially have Catalano on Catalano violence here? I may be wrong, but I may be right here. Let's see. There's Catalano. I'm looking for, there's the contact. Let me stop this for a second. Okay, there's the other Catalano. Okay, good. I would have felt really terrible about that. I'm trying to see who is in this. We'll just do it this way. Just hit this button here. That right there, oh, it's Jeff Carlson in the 19 car that made contact with Catalano. Right there trying to avoid the 74 car, and Catalano, I believe, used all of her incidents up, and that's why she is now behind the wall. And that is going to leave us with a potentially 3-lap restart to decide this Snowflake event. Tons of great sponsors in this event. You know, Sin City, Brooks Motorsports, Moneymaker Motorsports, Carl Race Designs, Bo Carl there, part of that whole thing. Just one of many sponsors a part of this race. Tonight, Sim Racing Tees also. So appreciate all the sponsors who have helped put this race together and all the prizes that drivers are going to get. We know one at least, and that is the 19 of Jeff Carlson was in 16th spot at lap 65 to completion. And that gives the $5 award there. Single file restart here as we come back to the green. 3 laps to go, and not so much. Or what, something going on here, but they're pacing with 3 laps to go. The green's out. Are they going to take a restart here and make it a green-white checker maybe, or? Laps to go. Open up the talk here, see if I can hear anything. All the cars are spreading out here, so, and we got cars dropping out here, so I wonder if the race is over. 111 ran out of fuel. We got cars running out of fuel, so the race is over apparently. The race has been called, and Ken Zames has won the Snowflake 100. So you see the top three stopping over here at the start-finish line. And the race has been called. So I won't be able to show you the final results because they haven't taken the checkered flag. Oh, now they have. Okay, the session just ran out apparently. Well, let's see if I can find Ken real quickly in Discord. I'm not even in Discord right now. Let me log into Discord real quickly. Bada boom. There we go. And let's see if we can talk with... no, he's not in here right now. So we'll just leave this alone for now. And go from there. So the final results of this race... See if I can get it to pop up now that the checkered flag has come out. There we go. Ken Zames wins it over Christopher Wood, Jake Brooks, Amy Catalano finishing 4th. That would be the second Catalano, I believe. Matthew Telder 5th, Steele Langford 6th, Brandon Hughes 7th, and I don't know how much of this is official because obviously some cars dropped out before the checkered flag and stuff. But we know Ken Zames won the race. We know Christopher Wood is 2nd. And, yeah, we know that. Anyways. All right, so I think that's going to do it here. So I'm going to, again, let me go check Discord, see if anybody's here wants to maybe talk. There's Ken. Okay, Ken's in here with me. Ken, just, let me see here if my button's working. Why is my button not working? My wheel's unplugged. That's not good. I just realized that my wheels ain't plugged in right now. That's, let me do this real quickly then. Let me, go to a backup option and just change my button over. Let's just do voice activity. That should work for now. Ken, you got a copy? There we go. Sorry, my buttons, I didn't realize my wheel is turned off that I use for buttons, so I'm just going to voice activate and talk to you through tonight. Ken, congratulations. The Snowflake 100, kind of a interesting ending there, but obviously the race was called, and you dominated the race. You had some pressure from the 91 of Wood. Catalano came back and gave you a little bit of a fight, but man, how's it feel to win this opening race? Well, I know that's got to be a real good feeling because obviously you were a part of the series this year, and you definitely had to go through your battles and lumps to win this race, or to obviously compete in this race because, you know, obviously it was dominated by one team throughout the season. But talk a little bit about just how it feels to be able to get a win this season and know that you didn't have to go out there and fight with a certain team as much.
Well, this league's real tough. I mean, there's a lot of good drivers, and the competition's real close. So, you know, like I said, and even this race, I mean, the competition was close. I mean, qualifying times were all, you know, within a tenth of a second. So, you know, it feels good. You know, it's a big race, and, you know, I said you couldn't pit for tires, so I took care of my tires, so I knew I'd have something there at the end. And, you know, honestly, it's a big race, and it feels good. You know?
Well, talk about your expectations going into this Snowball Derby tonight. Obviously, looks like 250 laps of racing this evening. What's your expectations?
Well, main thing there is going to be to stay out of trouble. There's no quick fixes or anything, so, you know, that's going to be the main thing. I didn't get much practice with the super late model, so when I'm done here, I'll hop over there and see what I can do. Maybe I have to make a few adjustments, but that should be good. That should be a fun race too.
All right, Ken. Well, nice job on the win. Send shout out to whoever you'd like to, bud.
Oh yeah, I thank all my AppCar esports teammates. Like I said, thanks to Trevor, he shared that setup with me. Just hopped in, he shared it, and thing was hooked up. And I think Ryco Performance, Motorsports and Paints, they help us with a lot of stuff too. So we appreciate everything they do for us. And that's it. Like I said, all my teammates, thank them for everything, and see if we can get it done in the Super Late Model race.
There you go. Well done there, Ken. Congratulations on your win.
Hey, thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
Hey, absolutely. Ken Zames, the winner there. And Steele Langford actually has come and joined us tonight. He finished, well, the grid's all messed up now, so I don't know where you finished. I don't know if you have the official position for me there, Steele, but
Seventh.
Seventh.
No, second.
Second. Oh, you did finish second. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
nice job tonight on that because unfortunately, when everything happened, I'm like, who finished where? I know Ken won. That's pretty much it. But second place for finish for you. You ran up front most of the night. Talk about your race a little bit.
It was pretty good once we got going. Once it started, I knew I was gonna have a fast car. If I could learn how to qualify, I'd be a lot better because I felt like I used my stuff up going up through the field. And I was going up with Chris Wood. I think he got third in the race, and just basically following him, keeping him, seeing where he was, and trying to save my stuff. The cautions definitely helped that we were getting, where I was able to cool my tires down, and then um, I was able to make a run at them again. But it was a pretty good race once we got up there.
We'll talk about tonight here, the main event coming up here in just a little bit. What is your expectations as you get ready for this 200 lap event? Looks like maybe some Survivor going to be in play tonight. Obviously, we had a few cautions this evening.
Yeah, I feel like if I can keep the car clean, I'm gonna go practice in a little bit. Haven't practiced yet. I didn't practice for the late model either. Coy Hasla built a really fast setup that he sent me, and he wasn't able to be here tonight. He's busy doing something, so I ran in his place, and um, this was really fun for my first short track Super League race. Because usually I always spot for him, so I've been around here and knew how to race people just from spotting Coy, and I feel like once we get into the Super, I feel like we'll be a pretty good car, and I'm glad it's going to be a longer race, and we'll have tires, so hopefully I'll be able to qualify better and be able to run up front.
Well, I won't hold you up anymore. The practice session's up. Go get you some laps. Go get yourself a little bit of qualifying practice out there. Congratulations on P2. And we will maybe talk to you later on in the place where it counts, Victory Lane, in the Snowball Derby.
All right, thank you.
All right, buddy. Steele Langford there, the second place finisher in this race. So, yeah, let's. I'm gonna stop here for a minute. I'm actually gonna. We're loading into the room right now. That's why I went to the main screen so you could see. I'm actually loading into the room right now so that I can get practice up and let you guys watch for a little bit. So, I'm actually gonna step away for a little bit here. And I'll get everything set up behind the scenes. But I'm actually going to get myself some dinner and actually going to go say goodnight to my daughter and stuff like that. And you guys enjoy. And here's your homework for this race. I want every one of you to go find somebody to watch the broadcast tonight because we got time now. So Dave, Drift, Jake, you guys know plenty of people that I know that can come watch the broadcast. And for those others, appreciate you guys watching. Go tell a friend or go tell two friends and tell two friends. And let's build this crowd up tonight and enjoy a Snowball Derby race. And let's get some food at the same time. So I think Dirty Waters, as we like to call them up in New York where I used to live, they called them Dirty Waters. But hot dogs, that's my dinner tonight. So something simple I can put on the stove real quickly and bada bing. So anyways, y'all enjoy for a little bit here. Practice is just about loaded up. We'll get it going here. And we will be right back in a few minutes for the running of the Snowball Derby. So sit back and enjoy your experience here on Captain TV.
that I could actually last 40 laps unless I was really big in the throttle.
Yeah, it's there, but his chat is low. Hey, Chris. No, it's really that, I think. It's starting in let me see. 2 minutes. 2 minutes is the qualification. Yeah, you too, man. Thanks.
All right, guys, for those waiting for the Snowball Derby to get going here, we are going to get started, and I think we should get going on time here. Yeah, it looked like something happened. Probably my fault in the end. I actually went to go down into another room in Discord to talk to Mike real quickly, just see what's going on and stuff, and pretty much everything went haywire on my computer. It pretty much caused like the music to stop, it seemed like, on the stream and everything. And then of course iRacing stopped. So I just spent the last couple of minutes trying to figure out why I couldn't get it to open back up. I had to go into my window manager and shut off the stream and got it to work. So I'm loading back in right now. Stand with me. Should be back on here in a second. So apologize for the technical difficulties. But we got what we got tonight. Gonna have a pretty good field, it looks like, from what I'm seeing here. So definitely happy about that. And we'll get to rolling here. And we're going to start a little earlier than I thought we were going to start, which is definitely good news too, because that'll allow me to sleep and get up at 5 a.m. in the morning like I like to do. Computers these days, my friends. Computers these days. So I'm actually going to take advantage, and real quickly, I'm literally trying to get something to drink and stuff right now. So while it loads in real quick, I'm going to go do that. So I'll be right back, and we'll get going. Now, I've heard a lot of people actually explain to me just different things from Stream Deck to the Restream thing, which I used for a short time. Sweet tea has never tasted so good. All these different things, but yeah, I don't know. Right now, I'm saving money more just to get maybe some updated parts for this thing. Should be in right now. Just got into the race here, so give me a second here. They're actually doing something. So they're actually past qualifying here, so we will not miss the race, which is good. So let me I'm just gonna wait a second here, and I'm gonna listen real quickly. Of course, my wheel's off, so I can't even hear what's chat's going on. So actually, real quickly, I'll do this. Just tonight, I need to make sure I remember to fix this. Where is my unmute? Check that button right there. We're gonna make it the button. There we go.
I hear that.
Go ahead and come off the track.
All right. So while this is all
you're
going
good,
on
you're
here,
good, go ahead.
Send it.
they're just working their way on a couple things here. It looks like to get the race all
Yeah,
set
just
up.
go ahead and finish the race. Go for it.
Basically, I had to
Yeah,
talk to them because
let's-
before
let's
this
get
all
this
deal went
going. I
on,
don't know why it's not
iRacing has a
iRacing's funky.
iRacing has a glitch going, and it's been going for a while, where basically if you do not have a heat race in the beta session, when you do heat racing, it'll actually freeze. The session will actually lock up and you will not be able to grid. So that's why they did
Alright, guys,
that
everybody
heat race. So
grid,
now they're in the warm-up.
Get on the in
So
the
they're
pit.
gonna
I'll call
do-
y'all out one by one. We need Trevor Edwards and Mark Herzog out to the backstretch.
So there you go. They're going to do
Followed by
the
Peyton and Coy.
4 wide salute here. So we're actually going to go back here real quickly because I can actually show you the results of qualifying on the screen here. There they are. Trevor Edwards has won the pole at a 16 flat, pretty much, a 16.011. Mark Herzog will start second. Peyton Talbot and Coy Haslow will start in fourth. Samuel Fontaine, better lap there than he did in the Snowflake 100 qualifying. He'll start fifth alongside Brad Carpenter. Amy Catalano, Carl Felver, Curran Beckler, Brandon Hughes will be the top 10. Wood, O'Brien, Redmond, Sturgill, Steele, Langford. Not a bad qualifying for him. The two Carlsons can't seem to get apart from each other. Jeff in 16th again. That's kind of ironic. Michael Benedetto starting there in 18th position. Jake Brooks will be 19th. Robert Smith, 20th. And I don't think that's the Robert Smith we all know. The other Amy Catalano, 21st. Michael Steffen, 22nd. Brian Smith, 23rd. Bo Carl, 24th. Ken Zames will be 25th, the winner of the Snowflake 100. Jake Gladulich, Drift will start 26th. Matthew Telder, 27th. Shane Haas, 28th. Michael DeLong, 29th. 30th, Jonathan Thompson. 31st, Kevin Anderson. Luke Daniels, 32nd. Jeffrey DeLong, 33rd. Jason Coe, 34th out of the 34 cars that tried to run or at least be a part of this race. And I'm going to do something real quickly. I need to adjust this or else my thing will go nuts tonight. All right, so you see the 3 wide salute is coming back, or 4 wide salute, I should say, coming back again. Make sure all the audio's up and running here. Desktop, there we go. All that, bam, bam, bam. We're good to go. Appreciate everybody cooperating with me tonight. Obviously, the super late models, the main event of the evening. What makes this race cool is you get to run a doubleheader of late models and super late models and that kind of thing. Now, the supers are a little bit more powerful cars than the late models. So that's why you saw lap times being almost a second faster than the late models. And real quickly, let's go over, while they go over the 4 wide salute here. The rules for the race tonight, just so that you know what's going on here. Black flags are only being cleared for unfortunate events, and this is literally off of the rule book for tonight. If you cause a caution, they're encouraging you to claim it. If it's unclaimed, it'll be reviewed, and a post-race penalty could happen. Initial starts are on green, restarts are on the leader. Basically, they have 2 sets of tires this evening. As you see, the 4 wide salute officially happening. Look out, don't make contact. Don't hurt yourselves here. Again, 250 laps tonight with 2 sets of tires, open setups. Both will have green, white, checkered finishes if needed. If you cause 3 cautions tonight, that person will be parked. So just some of the rules that are going on tonight. Some of the awards that are being given away in the super late model race here. As you see the 4 wide salute. Look at that. That's a beaut. And then they super late model awards. We have the $25 Moneymakers Award. This is going to be to the safest driver out there tonight. It's anyone between 10th and 43rd with the lowest amount of incident points, and they have to complete at least 150 laps and take the checkered flag to get that award. Here's where, again, tonight, the viewers get to come into play. We need another number. Viewers, outside of Dave gave me the number last race. I want another viewer to give me a position number 1 through 34, and I think tonight whoever finishes in that position will get the money. So I need a position number, and whoever finishes where will get that number. So I'll go back and look on the screen for that as I read more of the rules for this race. There's the $15 from the Moneymaker Motorsports Most Positions Gained for the Hard Charger Award. Of course, the Reverse Hard Charger for those lost. And then $5 for the Buy Your Seat Award, which is the last person into the field. So there we go. And we are going to grid. I showed it a second ago, and let's show it again. The starting lineup for the Snowball Derby. Trevor Edwards going to win the pole, the Mid-South driver to the number 32 car. Will start first alongside Mark Herzog. Peyton Talbot, Coy Haslow, one that is really good at long-distance racing. He's run a lot of the Captain Invitational races, and now he's here for the Snowball Derby tonight, and he'll actually be in the Iowa 400 race on Saturday, so he's going to have a lot of racing this week. Samuel Fontaine starts fifth alongside Brad Carpenter of Wolfpack Motorsports. Amy Catalano, Carl Felver, the Ohio driver, starting eighth. Curran Beckler, Brandon Hughes completing the top 10. Christopher Wood, Adam O'Brien will start there in the sixth row. Row number 7, you will see, row 7, Ronald Redmond Jr., Adam Sturgill. Row 8, Steele Langford, Jeff Carlson. Mike Carlson, Michael Benedetto. Jake Brooks, Robert Smith, the Indiana driver, starting 20th. Amy Catalano, Michael Steffen, 21st, 22nd. Brian Smith, Bo Carl will be 24th. Ken Zames, the winner of the Snowflake 100 alongside Drift. Matthew Telder, Shane Haas, the Indiana driver. Michael DeLong from Pennsylvania, and Jonathan Thompson. Kevin Anderson, Luke Daniels. And Jason Coe and Jeffrey DeLong. As I look, is Kevin Anderson on pit road? He's the only one I'm seeing showing on the grid right now. So again, 250 laps will make up the main event tonight. And I see Dave's the only one writing anything. So if you're a viewer, again, we'd love to have your pick. What number should be the position that wins the money tonight? But the Snowball Derby is green. Here we go. Look at Herzog work that high line on the 32 here. Oh, contact at 47 spins in front of the field. This is going to be big. That is going to shuffle some positions. Mark Herzog is not having a fun night so far. That car is pretty torn up. And let's see the replay as soon as I can. I'm trying to get it up here. What takes place? Contact with the 32, and he comes down in front of everybody. The 64, 31, 74, 111 piles into 49. A couple other cars. One car's tumbling. And others trying to manipulate their way through here. All right, JW says 14. We'll go with it. I like it. Thank you, JW. A big wreck on lap 1 brings out the caution. And let's actually back up here for a second. Let's go on board with Drift. He usually has some pretty good wreck missing. His parking lot. All right, so here we go. The wreck's going to happen. And he gets hit there, so he's going to get some damage. There's the 69 tumbling. Or Skip, I'm sorry. Or Sam, or whoever it is. I don't know who Snowman is. Skip, Sam, JW, whoever it is. But anyways, first caution out. And that's going to hand the lead over to Peyton Talbot now, who will bring them to the green. Samuel Fontaine, Amy Catalano, Kurt Beckler, and Brandon Hughes bring them to the green here. Now, caution laps do count, unlike the Snowflake. Adam O'Brien, some heavy front-end damage on that car. For the lead, Samuel Fontaine underneath the 14. Give it to him. Oh, and a crossover move by the 14. Talbot not ready to give this thing up. I think Talbot had to get out of it, and he kind of got lost the back end there. Maybe get a little sideways, maybe a little bit of too much rear brake, but Catalano trying to take advantage, not able to do so. Screen having issues? Oh, sorry, that's why. I just noticed. My bad, guys. Let me fix the one issue that'll cause glitching. Hopefully that'll fix it real quickly. Fontaine stretching it out already to a 7/10 of a second lead. Meanwhile, the fight going on back here. Brandon Hughes, Adam O'Brien, Christopher Wood. Forgive me for the lag. I forgot to. I gotta have Discord minimized. I cannot have it on my screen at all or it causes issues. I've learned. So looks like we're all good to go now as I lower my screen and drop my phone. But anyways, back here, Brandon Hughes fighting with the 64 of Catalano. This is for third. He's racing everywhere back here. Here's a 57, Jake Brooks. He had a rough run in that Snowflake, passing the number 77 of Ronald Redmond. So a couple of Brooks Motorsports cars making passes here on each other. I thought at first they were Bridgestone logos, but they're actually Brooks Motorsports. Pretty cool logo, actually, I must say. So Kevin Anderson did not start the race, so we did have 33 cars officially start this Snowball Derby. Battling all over this place. Up here for second, Catalano on the outside. Here comes Brandon Hughes to the inside. He'll take that position away. Here comes the 74, Adam O'Brien. Oh, the 64 gets punted. Hey, do me a favor, guys. Don't contact mid-drink, please. That is Shoney's car? Number 49 there, Adam Sturgill. That is Shoney's. Is that the old breakfast restaurant? For those who don't remember Shoney's, an old all-you-can-eat breakfast restaurant that was really cool. So let's go back here. The guy who has passed the most cars so far, this 03, Jonathan Thompson, who started back in the 30th position. He is up to 18th already in this race. This 03 looks really fast as he works the inside right now in the 08. That is Robert Smith, passes him, and now coming up on Michael Stedman. Thompson doing a good job so far this evening. We look out the back window back at the 08. Again, these cars have two sets of tires sitting in the pits. Obviously, if you're smart, you break up 250 by 3 to do 3 stints. Off the top of my head, 250 and 2 is 125. 12 would be 6. Would be a quarter. So roughly about 80-something laps. If I do the quick math there. going on here? Just up in front here, Ronald Redmond under attack from Jeff Carlson. Carlson's already won some money. He was 16th when lap 65 is completed, and that gave him a $5 award. And here's the other Andy Catalano in the field. Underneath the 25 of Michael Benedetto. Michael Stedman coming in here, and here comes that 03 car into the picture. Appreciate the viewers watching tonight. If you do want to chat with us, you could do so. I do like chatting with my viewers. Questions about the race or whatever, you can always ask. Something wrong? We got trouble up ahead here in front of Brian Smith. I saw smoke from somebody. I don't know who it was, but there was a lot of smoke. I don't know what happened. I don't have anything, unfortunately. And here come the leaders down into turn 1 as they go by Drift to put him a lap down. Drift has had a little bit of a initiation tonight, I must say, huh? These guys know how to race on short tracks. Drift does a good job. He'll keep it clean and out of the way as the 14 almost runs into the 0 car. That's another lap car of DeLong, and that's going to cost him a couple positions. Lap traffic playing a little early. Wood in that 91 car, the Georgia driver, fighting with that 14. This is for the fifth position as Snowball moves his way up to 4th. They're tight now, it's everywhere on this track. I'm trying to get you whatever I can get you. Hopefully you're enjoying the show so far, though, here on Captain TV. If you're new to the channel, 47 getting loose apparently, according to Dave, maybe, Herzog. But if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, please. We would appreciate that. Broadcast multiple nights a week. For the most part, it's a one-man show, me, myself, and I. And on Monday nights with the IndyCar broadcast, if you were watching last night, as 55 goes up there, Jeffrey DeLong hitting the wall. Gary Godson joins me for some IndyCar racing. So hopefully, though, you've enjoyed the show and as much as I have. I mean, for a guy that's as tired as I am after a long day's work, I'm just sitting here having a blast right now. Trouble for Amy Catalano. She's gone off track here to 21. And able to get back on. Not sure what happened. Of course, we can usually get you the footage. I say usually. Oh, it hits that apron. It gets loose. Kind of clips the inside wall. And continues on. So no caution, though. Unfortunately, huge position loss in that situation. 7 cars on the lead lap. And Carl Felger has lost 19 positions. Is the last car in the lead lap, and as a matter of fact, Felger's right up front there in that Miller Genuine draft number 15. How about Fontaine? 3.5 second lead over Brandon Hughes. Boy, he was saving his best for tonight, huh? Adam O'Brien up to 3rd, and then the dogfight is on back here, the 49 to 33. Five laps in the books. Jake Brooks back here in the 57. Huge shout out to him for putting this race together. I mean, he did a lot of work. I mean, I was seeing messages left and right with him. Always communicating with the guys about the race and so much. And again, shout out to all the sponsors tonight. Sin City, Christopher Wood is the representative of that. Chris has done a great job this evening. He's running right now actually in the 6th position there behind Langford. Brooks Motorsports, of course, Jake Brooks. Moneymaker Motorsports, Michael Benedetto, and of course Carl Race Designs with Bo Richard Carl. Bo running in 29th right now. He is, I believe, a lap down. Those guys all helped put this event together tonight, so shout out to them. Caution is out, second time, and Mark Herzog, I believe it is. The bad night continues for the 47. Had 2 outstanding qualifying runs, but unfortunately that Route 66, number 47 is not looking too purty right now. Is that Snoopy on the back of his car? That's awesome. All right, let's see the replay. What happened to Mark Herzog? Contact 87 and 77 hit right in front of Mark. They save it. Oh, and the 77 is going to hit the 47. Oh boy, spins it around. Thankfully, doesn't hit anything else. That 47 is having a you-know-what of a night. Well, let's go back live. We got pit stops. Here comes your pole sitter down pit road, Trevor Edwards. Again, these cars have 2 sets of tires here. I think this is too early to use a set. You could probably get the damage fixed while the Menards guys there are sitting there just having a chat with each other like, well, I don't know. What do you want me to do with the car? I mean, what do you think? Do you think I should work on the sheet metal? I mean, what do you... I mean, it's all up to you. And then Edward says, well, screw you guys. I'm leaving. There you go. Caption of what happened on pit road right there. So my guess is getting some damage fixed there on the number 32. There's Shane Haas, the number 9. iRacing Chevrolet. Pulls in his pit stall, and he's got the Skull Crew, and then this guy's over here like, I mean, look at that car. It's a beautiful paint job and everything. Yes, yes, I do agree, yes. I'm just having fun tonight, don't mind me. Now, there's Samuel Fontaine. Light's still on the pace car. Let's do it. Sam, you got a copy, buddy?
Yes, I do, man.
Dude, you're hauling all types of tail out here in this 91 car. How's the car feeling?
Feels pretty good for now. In the practice, but we're gonna deal with it and hope for the best.
All right, we're probably getting 1 to green here. So real quickly, when do you see the first set of tires maybe getting changed on some of these cars?
I think it's gonna be around, for the first one, around lap 100. The other one's gonna be a little bit older. So I think it's pretty, yeah.
So you think about 100, maybe 100, 200 type of thing, or 100, 175 type of thing?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay, got you, bud. Well, nice job so far, and you've led the most laps in this race, and we wish you the best, buddy. You got some fans actually out here cheering you on, and we wish you the best, bud.
Cool, thanks, man. Thanks for what you're doing.
Ah, no sweat, brother. Samuel doing a good job, and I'm actually over here pushing the button like I'm actually talking to him, but, you know, I forgot that I got voice activation on tonight. Dummy. Anyways, let's move through down here. Yep, there you go, Moneymaker Motorsports. So he's in his room now, and we'll go back to racing here at lap number 47. Try to get some interviews in during the race if I can. Get Discord off before it starts lagging. And again, when it lags, guys, that's because of Discord, unfortunately, so sorry about that. All right, pace car going to pull off. We'll go racing lap number 47 with Samuel Fontaine, Brandon Hughes, Adam O'Brien, and Adam Sturgill, the top 4. And a good green flag run there. Let's see if we can keep it going. Look at 3 wide mid-pack here. Oh, that was close. Well, cars everywhere. All right, paint scheme of the race might go to that 0-2. That thing is creepy and sick looking. O'Brien has moved up to the 2nd position. Adam Sturgill has kicked Brandon Hughes back to 4th. And there is Steele Langford. Steele finished 2nd in the Snowflake race earlier. Now he is coming for it here in this 33 car tonight. Looking out the back bumper, steel. Might need a rear bumper made of steel tonight. Oh, caution on the track. We got trouble. Oh my gosh, a big wreck. Catalano. The 069 in another one. And I think the Shoney's car there in the middle, I think just stopped and, well, missed everybody. Bo Carl, that might be the most interesting. Yeah, he has no damage. Or is that, it's Stoney's. Okay, never mind. Not Shoney's, but Stoney's. The caution out for the third time. And let's go back and see what happens here. 42 underneath of Michael Steffen. Oh, in contact with the 069. He checks up to try to not get much damage. Oh, look out. Oh, and the 9 just plows in. To the 21. And an awfully nice one to back up to let 21 back down. Let's look one more time. Luke Daniels in that 9 car. On board with Luke. This is going to hurt. I think the wreck has already happened. So let's back up to it. Here we go. We're actually on board with Bo Carl here. And out of Luke. Wreck's going to happen up in front. Okay, the 9 is not Luke Daniels. There's another number 9. That gum numbers. Anyways, it's failed me. So we'll just move on. Take it off. This is what happens when I turn off the numbers on iRacing. So basically all these paints you're seeing with the numbers, most of them are pro paint schemes and stuff. You know what? We got a quick minute. Let's get another driver here. And this time I'm actually going to pull up the guy that has put this whole show together. Let's go down here. Jake Brooks, you got a copy, sir?
What?
You got a copy? It's Chris up in the booth. Hello, sir. How are you? All right. Well, doing good, man. Hey, first off, thank you for all your hard work. I know what it's like to put a big event together, if I can talk. Let's see if the lights go off here, see how much longer I can talk to you. One to go. All right, real quickly, though, shout out to you for putting this event together. Talk about how you feel so far.
Yeah, it's amazing turnout. I couldn't have done it without the sponsors we got on the fellow admins. Everybody put a lot of work. Like I said, I couldn't have done it alone.
All right, well, we'll come back to you here at the next caution if we get one, and otherwise, good luck. Jake Brooks there. We'll talk to him at the next caution if we get a chance to. Jake's the one that put this whole thing together. But Fontaine leads him as we come back to the green. I'm okay with the trade paints thing because I got pro and the better TP thing, but it's just the fact of I turn the numbers off. And when it does that, obviously, if people have, Confusing 3 wide down into 3. Wood gets shuffled out as the 33 of Langford takes 2 spots. 14 getting by, and the 111 once again becomes a victim of a restart. Mike Carlson going to go by. Here comes Michael Benedetto, the 25, into the picture. Oh, and now the 91 gets turned. This is going to be big. That 77's on its lid. And somehow falls back onto his wheels. And caution out for the 4th time. And as everybody practices like they're on the highway getting off the exit here. 1 and 1. 1 and 1. Yes, that is the proverbial parking lot. caution out for the 4th time. Let's, I think we pretty much saw how it all took place, but let's go back and see it. Work with me. All right, we'll just do it the old way. Problem is when everybody stops, it says they're in a wreck, so I've got a bunch of red screens saying they've wrecked. The 91 is going to get turned. It looks like the 25 just kind of drifts up. 91 did a great job of keeping it off the wall here. But unfortunately, here comes everybody. 98 plows in, 77 on the lid. Oh, the 0 pops in there. And pretty much everybody from the 03 back just stops. Ken Zames. That was not pretty. We'll get some cars on pit road here. Michael Steffen with some damage. You see the Jeff Carlson, number 19 there behind him. That unfortunately going to involve a lot of cars. And the attrition rate starting to build already here, 60 laps in. Just a little over a 4th actually in this distance. All right, so Brooks did stay out, so we can bring him back up here and talk to him again. All right, we'll welcome Jake back up in here. Unfortunately, we're talking quicker than I expected to. No, Jake, talk about the hard work because, you know, as I said before, I put races together. As a matter of fact, I got my own race coming up on Saturday I've put together. It takes a lot of work because you've went out and got sponsorships with money and stuff like that involved. Talk about that hard work you had to put in.
Yeah, luckily we got a great. Sorry, the race controller was talking.
Oh, I got you. No problem. That's probably more important to me.
But luckily we've gotten a good Facebook group and a good group in Discord, and we've been posting, and we've been able to find really good drivers. I think the racing has been great, and luckily we had Christopher Wood throw in a huge truck.
All right, bud. You go back to green. So good luck.
Thank you.
All right, so coming back to the green here at lap number 65. So we thought. Watch for the pace car. It might come through the wall again here. It likes to do this sometimes. Oh, look out. The truck jumped the wall over there. That's always an entertaining thing. There's the pace truck. Oh, we got to go see this again. I love doing this with the pace truck. Let's, I'm guessing they're going to get a restart. Hey, get off my screen. All right, pace truck's going to pull off again here. So not sure what that was all about, but we'll go back here in a second if we get a run here and check out the pace truck jumping the wall. So here we go, Fontaine back to green. Adam Sturgill there in second behind, or beside now, Adam O'Brien as we go back to racing. Looks like 17 cars on the lead lap. Michael Benedetto, the last one. And 2 cars officially out of the race. 1 didn't start. But Brad Carpenter, going to be the first one out tonight, unfortunately, in that number 31 car. And caution out for the 5th time. And Brian Smith involved in this one. The 15's involved. The 19's involved. Now the pace truck's involved. This now officially the 5th caution of the race. But Brian Smith unfortunately going to be involved in this one. And here's the wreck right here. Well, it happens up in front there. The 19 gets turned. Everybody's trying to check up, and people hitting everybody here. Turns into a kind of a parking lot at the bottom of the track. A lot of people just racing hard here. Unfortunate. Let's go up here and see where it started, actually. Gonna happen. Oh boy, I'm sensing contact between the 08 and the 11. 08 gets a good run center and just gets into the back of Carlson. 55 is going to catch a piece, and then they just pile into the bottom. Unfortunate there. So let's talk about our upcoming schedule here on Captain TV. If you one that loves watching racing, I know obviously there's so many great channels out there to watch. I respect every single one of them who work hard to get their streams up and running and stuff like that. We have our obviously own show of racing that we like to cover here on YouTube, and that will continue tomorrow night. The Great Lakes Truck Series will run the Prehistoric Forest 200. The second running of that race in Michigan, one of their biggest races on the schedule because of the setting of that series. Of course, most of the tracks up in the Great Lakes region. That'll be at Michigan tomorrow night, 200 miles, 100 laps there. And then Saturday, heard me mention a few minutes ago, the running of the the NRW Photography 400 at the Iowa Speedway. So it's going to be a cup race at Iowa again. As we go back to racing, we'll talk about that here in a little bit. Let's see if we can get settled in here in another green flag run. As Fontaine leads the first side-by-side battle. Back here, the 111 inside the 3. I think for the first time tonight, Brandon Hughes actually passing somebody on a restart, not losing spots. So good for him. Ooh, a little bit of door banging there. The 02 of Teller is kind of sliding her in there. Here comes the 57. We just talked to him, Jake Brooks. He was just dropped like that. What just happened? Up, caution out. Oh, Ronald Redmond and Michael Steffen have gone around. This one not so much of a big wreck. The caution number 6 out of this race. For some reason it's not showing me when people make contact. 77 slides up the track, catches the wall, and catches Steffen. Nowhere to go for him. Everybody else. Got for the guys coming in hot there. Good grief. Brings out the caution out again, though. Guy's starting to save tires up a little bit here. As you heard Fontaine mention, lap 100 is his goal on these tires. So I was starting to talk about the Iowa 400 race coming up on Saturday night. We have 19 people signed up for it. Hopefully going to gain some more. Going to continue posting in the forums and through Discord chats. Got a lot of people from the Great Lakes Truck Series that run tomorrow night going to run in the race. A lot of people from USRC are going to run in the race. I've had a couple people from here are going to run in the race. Matter of fact, Steele Langford is one. He just actually messaged me a little bit ago saying he wanted to run the race. Coy Haslow's going to run the race. So just a couple people there. So we're up to about 19 out of 32 people that I'm going to take for the race. Asking about Drift. That is Ford, who was going to run this race. Unfortunately, wasn't able to tonight. Drift right now is running in 29th. He is kind of beaten up. So he is sitting about 3 laps down right now in the 29th position. And there's Dave, who he actually helps me out. He used to be Ford's crew chief, but now he's mine. And this is over in a league that we run on, that I run on Tuesday nights. He helps me out, so he knows what he's talking about when it comes to tire windows and stuff. So Dave's saying in chat, 84 laps is the window. So as I said earlier, split 250 by 3, it should be 80 something. 84 is that number. So. All right, going to come back to the green at lap 80 with Fontaine, who's led a majority of this race. Now, Fontaine did not start on the pole tonight. The pole sitter apparently has not had good luck tonight because both races, the Snowflake earlier and this one, the leader and second place came together in the first couple laps and wrecked. And Adam Sturgill, he'll start outside there in row number 1, the 14 of Peyton Talbot, Adam O'Brien, and the 33 of Steele Langford, the top 5. A little checkup there as we go back to racing. A little anxious here. Come into turn number 3, Coy Haslow, that Coors Light mobile with the Trickle name up top. The throwback, I believe, to Dick Trickle, maybe. Oh, and caution to 74. This is a big wreck now. Another parking lot. Haslow laying a Barnett down. Wow. They had that one good green flag run, and after that, it has kind of not become so good. Where this started at. I see the 14 of Talbot in it. 14 was up front. Unfortunately, I'm gonna do something here in a second. Maybe fix the whole replay thing. 14 drives up the, oh no, the 49 makes contact. They're both on the apron. The 74 clips the grass, the 49 wrecks. 3 piles in, and everybody just comes piling in. Unfortunate situation for everybody. Let me do this real quickly. Maybe this will fix my whole thing that shows me who's crashing and who's not. Basically what it's doing is every time a car stops on here, it shows that person has crashed, which makes sense because when you're stopped, you're usually crashed, but it's not showing who actually crashes, so I have to go back and rewind the old way. So we'll see if it fixes itself. Most of the time it does, but yeah, we'll see. Langford up there in the second position, Matthew Telder. I'm sure I might regret hitting this button. See what race control is saying right now, if anything. Actually, you know.
There we go. I had a good throw rate. I'm just fucking hanging on the back.
Oh, of course, we get an F-bomb. How did I know in the first 2 seconds of me hitting that button I would regret that? Thank you, whoever that was. Thankfully, it's YouTube. Parental discretion advised. Somebody's hanging out in the bleeping back. Who was that said that, Dave? Do you know? Is this where I have to do the whole NBC thing? Oh, we apologize for that comment. You know, live TV, anything can be heard. All right. All right, let's try it again. Hey, look who's here in fourth. Ken Zames, the winner from the Snowflake, is now up here. As we come back to racing, lap 87. I tried to warn you. Hey, it's YouTube. I can get away with that stuff. If everybody finally can calm down here just a little bit. 111 there, a Fuse trying to get to the inside. He'll finally get the pass on Zames. He's falling back a little bit. Here comes Jake Brooks, one of the rare clean cars in this race. Of course, I say that and I think about the line from Days of Thunder when the crew member for Cole Trickle looks over at the car and says, "Oh, the quarter panel's in one piece." And the character played by Robert Duvall, who plays Harry Hyde, goes up and literally drop kicks the fender. Back here, Michael Benedetto, that 25 car. And behind him, Bo Carl, that 42, looking inside the 47. Bo started back in the 24th position. Makes sense. So if Bo wins this race, would it be Bo time? Just thought about that. Back here, Amy Catalana now trying to get past Caro, and she will go by there on that high side to 35. Connor Beckler there behind. Matthew Telder up to the second position. How about Matt? Running mid-pack throughout this race. I believe 94 laps, 93 laps make that. Coming up on the 100 lap mark, which is about the first mark for tires, and of course, depending on fuel and stuff, will show when these guys actually come to pit road, and we have caution on the track. Mark Herzog is on pit road here, and I think him and Michael Benedetto maybe have come together. So the 8th caution here is out. Let's look and see what takes place. Oh, 25 gets tagged by Herzog there. Down to the grass, and oh, Tebow. And I didn't see who the 3rd car was that was involved. But let's see it again here. On board with the 47. Can't tell the other cars. I know it's a Ryko Motorsports on the hood I saw, but I couldn't tell who it was that hit him. So that brings the caution out again, 8th time, and here comes some pit stops. It looks like some of the guys on the lead lap going to come in. Up there's Bo going to take some tires. Meanwhile, his pit crew is probably discussing. See, if we would have put that number in that spot, this would have worked. Yeah, yep. See, I agree. Yep. But I do like the color of the number. Yeah, you did a really good job. I mean, what else could we have done? Yeah, that's it's really good. Yeah. But otherwise, why do you have flames on your pants? Is your pants on fire? I can't tell. Do you need a water bottle? As he pulls off. Probably getting damage fixed. So the leaders have stayed out here, so most of these guys, the only car in the top 5 that is pitted was Matthew Telder all the way back at lap 3. So he doesn't have much more fuel than the others. But Trevor Edwards back here in 7th, he pitted at lap 69. Not sure if it was tires or anything, but I'm pretty sure he topped off the fuel tank, so he could probably go a lot longer on a tank of fuel in this race. Curran Beckler, 9th, he pitted literally 16 laps ago, and then from there back, everybody has made a pit stop here. So the tires, I think, are going to come into play here. As you see, pace car lights are off. Yeah, very good point, Dave. Yeah, it's keeping the tire temps cool. We'll go from there. Here comes Fontaine, going to bring him back to the green again. Getting good at these restarts at lap 100. That's Telder Langford, Hughes, all these guys here battling. No, Brooks almost getting into Hughes there. And the battle on for second. Here comes Langford. And caution out. Jeffrey DeLome, the 55, is going around. Caution. Out there just kind of minding his own business. He checks up for the 64, gives him the heave-ho. Oh, and down in the drift. And oh, watch out for the barrier drift. Drift just goes on through pit road. Drift not having a fun night so far. Look at it one more time here. Let's actually go back here to Mr. Gladulich. You see the contact up ahead. He's just kind of minding his own P's and Q's, laps down, just trying to survive. He sees the, boy, he just locks up the brakes like, So unfortunately, this race is starting to become a race of attrition. Oh, Sam with a little bit of fake on pit road. And for those in chat, DK is Drift King. That's the nickname for Drift. It's actually Drift King. We keep going. I'm about to go get my charger for my phone. While we get a minute too, definitely want to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving as we're 2 days away. You can enjoy some turkey or ham or whatever your family chooses to do for Thanksgiving, but hopefully you do enjoy it. As I like to say, the 4 F's: family fun, food, football. And I actually was reading an article earlier that talked about potentially we might lose one of the Thursday games. That's not true. Pace car lights are off. For this restart, we usually don't do this, so we're going to do something a little different. I'm going to ride with Fontaine on the restart here and watch him go through the gears. He's actually 4th gear right now, saving fuel. And I think he's gone back to 2nd gear according to his thing here. All right, so let's watch Gru go back to the loud pedal here. We call him Gru because he sounds like Gru from the Minion movies. That's the nickname I've come up with. But Fontaine's a good guy. 123 mile an hour down into turn 3 and 4. Is out again. 10th one. Looking for it here. I don't see. I think it might be Michael DeLong. There's Michael in the 0 car. Let's see what has happened here. Side of the 50. Oh my gosh, that might be some of the biggest netcode I've ever seen. Even netcode's made an appearance like, hey, everybody else is wrecking. I'm going to get involved in this. Watch this net code. Holy cow, he's got like 1.5 feet of space. And leaders are in the pits. Fontaine has come in. Talbot, Catalano, all these guys lap 110. They have decided to make their moves. I'm going to take a quick second to step away and fill up my drink. So, as you know, I'm a one-man show here. So, as you know, during commercials, we got to go places and things like that. So, I'm going to keep the stream up for a second. I'll be right back. Back I am. You know it's been a long day at work. You come home. When you go to grab your charger out of the bedroom and realize that your phone charger is sitting right next to you still here at the computer. Anyway, Christopher Wood is going to bring them to the restart, and they have elected to make it a single file restart this time around, the admins have. So Wood's going to lead Curran Beckler, Coy Haslow, Ronald Redmond, Jonathan Thompson, and Samuel Fontaine, the first guy on tires in fifth. Let's see if this will clean it up a little bit. We are 10 laps from halfway. Oh, one car heading for the infield. I think it's Catalano. And caution out for the 11th time. Have been the only accident here, so let's see. Oh, the 49 spins it off the corner and won. That probably brings the caution out right there. Sturgill toes and decides to take the car behind the wall. We've had one green flag run of about 30 or 40 laps, I think. And unfortunately, ever since that run, it's been somewhat caution breed caution type of thing. Unfortunately, that kind of thing happens on iRacing. I mean, I expect this to happen coming up on Saturday when we do the Iowa race, but we're getting a lot of beaten up cars out here tonight. Attrition rate starting to rise, I should say, if I can get my English right. Again, viewers, appreciate you guys watching tonight. If you're watching for the first time on Captain TV, we ask you to hit that subscribe button so you can get notifications of when we are on the air each and every night. Our usual schedule, Monday nights, the LMCgear.com iRacing IndyCar Series. We had their race last night at Road Atlanta. Their finale is a week from Monday. They're taking next Monday off and then we're going to Le Mans in an IndyCar race. That should be interesting. Of course, Wednesday nights is usually the Great Lakes Truck Series. They will race tomorrow night at the Michigan Speedway, the Prehistoric Forest 200 there. Thursday nights is usually these guys, the Short Track Super League. Of course, they just finished up their season last or 2 Thursdays ago. They're running this event, and they will come back, I believe, in January for their season. And Saturday nights, USRC. They're taking Saturday off for Thanksgiving weekend, and they're going to be running the Iowa 400 coming up on Saturday for that race. So, and then actually, I've been starting to stream an IndyCar league that I've been racing in before that. So if you want to come and watch me try to race at IndyCar, which I've actually done okay at, you can do that Saturday evenings at 7, but that won't start until January again also. So a lot of series kind of wrapping up, but we always are broadcasting as much as we can. It's a one-man show for the most part, so hopefully I don't bore you too much, and hopefully you'll come back and watch us in the future. So Christopher Wood is going to come back to the green as the leader. The Georgia driver leads Curran Beckler, Coy Haslow, Jonathan Thompson as we go back to racing. Double file restart, and Chris is gone. And before Chris can even get in the 4th gear, the caution's back out. And it's for this guy right here, Luke Daniels. I believe. Let me double check this real quickly. He's rolling for the most part here. It's the 98. Oh, he blows up right before the restart. Oh, that's a heck of a timing. When that happens, unfortunately, it's going to cause some more issues here, and back under caution. This race, the Snowball Derby, obviously the biggest super late model race in the United States. I mean, it's one that people come back to every year. It ran the first weekend in December, so we'll actually see it coming up in a week or so. It's usually a 300 lap race, 150 miles. As of 2017, I'm just kind of going over some things here. The NASCAR banquet was moved from Friday to Thursday to allow drivers to actually go down and run this race. I mentioned on there, Joanna Long also winning this race back in 2010. Last year's race won by Travis Brady. All right. Hey, how about this car in third, by the way? Actually, he's fourth. I should say Coy Haslow's there third. Jonathan Thompson. This guy started 30th on the field. He's running fourth. 26 spots gained as we go back to racing at lap 126. Halfway in the Snowball Derby. Oh, a little bit of action there. Everybody saves it, I think. And up, caution's back out. And I think it's Ron. Oh, wow, they're still stopping over here. Look out. I think Ronald Redmond Jr. is involved. Check up mid-back. Oh, wow. Talking about net coding through cars. The 42, Bo Carl gets turned. I was actually going to go talk to him about his sponsorship in this race, but I think I'll hold off there. Oh, he spins the tires. Ouch! Takes the 64 with him, and a couple of people net code through him, and there's drift coming into the picture. But 13th caution. As Wood continues to lead to 0, going to get the lucky dog. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's the lights maybe or something, because I don't really mess with anything when it comes to settings, so. Main thing I worry about is how smooth it runs. As long as everything's smooth and not lagging or anything like that, I'm good with it. But appreciate 17 viewers. Again, if you're somebody who was in this race and unfortunately has had issues, definitely feel terrible for you. Hopefully you at least enjoyed it while it lasted. I know it's been a little bit of a wreck fest, unfortunately, but I know probably speaking for Jake and Michael Steffen and those guys, as I've gotten to know them a little bit, you know, they're probably frustrated about the race, but you know, hopefully it'll kind of heal itself over and we'll move on here and get a good finish when this thing's over. So we definitely appreciate all the viewers watching tonight. Appreciate the racers showing up this evening. As I mentioned, it takes a lot of work to put a race together. I mean, I do a race every month called the Captain Invitational, and you know, these races, I mean, you got to come up with the idea, the rules, and all these different things. And some of these races, if you don't know it too well, you got to go research and figure out their rules, and you know, because you want to try to emulate something to the realism of the race. Pace truck pulls off. Here comes Wood back to the green flag with Coy Haslow now second. And Jonathan Thompson going to get the jump this time on that inside lane. And here comes the fresh tires of Sam Fontaine. Good contact back there, Haslow and Talbot. Four heads prevail there. Here comes Zames. Here comes the pole sitter, Trevor Edwards, back into the picture. Thompson just now, 16:39. We're the older guys at purple lap means fastest. Sorry, I've been around the IndyCar guys too much and skipping their turnaround here. So right now, 14 cars on the lead lap as this race is restarted. The freshest tires in the field are right here, second and third. Thompson and Fontaine all pitted at lap 109. And of course, they haven't really had any green flag laps. Fontaine kind of kissing the wall a little bit there. Trying to keep that car under you. We ride with Thompson, looking underneath Wood for the lead. to the inside and gets him. And caution out right in front of him. I see Drift in the picture there. Let's see, was he unfortunately involved? Says he was. The 08 gets turned by the 15 step and gets a piece. And Drift just does what Drift does and stops. And caution out again. And here comes Jonathan Thompson to pit road here. Could Thompson be setting himself up right here to take, he's taking left side tires. So he might be setting himself up here to go all the way to the finish. As we have 108 to go. So that'll bring Thompson out in about the 12th position here as the field continues to less and less to drop down here as we have now officially counting 13 cars on the lead lap. First car lap down is Curran Beckler in the 14th position. Sides on and you haven't worn the rights out much, so that'd be smart. Not many clean cars left in this race. Still plenty of cars to win this thing as you see the 91 pushing Sam up the track here. He's going to try to drive down here and take the restart. Drives it deep down in there into 1 and 2 as he's got the pole sitter Edwards behind him. Now on here is Haynes, the winner of the Snowflake under attack for the 14th, and the caution is out. I believe this one's for Stefan. Nice job by Benedetto to miss him. Here to see. Trying to get some stats on the Snowball Derby here, the actual race. I'll get my phone to cooperate with me. Now Chase Elliott is on the 2020 Snowball Derby entry list, so he is going to run this year. $25,000 will go to the feature winner, and $1,500 to last place. Go through some of the names here on the entry list for the actual race this year. As mentioned, Chase Elliott, Derek Kraus will run this race. Derek, a up-and-coming truck series driver. Mason Diaz, I recognize that name. Travis Braden, last year's winner. Chandler Smith. Get ready to go back to the race. We'll go through some more of the field here as we back to racing with Wood up front. Now Trevor Edwards going to try to take second from Fontaine, who gets a little loose up top there. And he's got to yield that position, maybe not, gets thrown on the high side. Less than 100 laps to go. Talbot up to the 4th spot. Steele Langford up to 5th. And issues for Matthew Telder. The 0-2 is going around. The replay. A little bit of a checkup. Everybody prevails. Haslow to get to the bottom. Ooh, that was close. Oh, and at 57 of Brooks makes contact, and then the 0-2 goes around. And that brings this caution out. 16th one. Derek Thorne going to run this race. Rich Pickle Jr., so the son is going to race. That's cool. Ty Majeski will run the race. And it looks like that's about it for the names I recognize. There's another name. All right, so 95 laps to go. But that's the actual Snowball Derby. That'll be a 2 o'clock race. There's actually a link on that website I was looking from where you can watch the race. Pretty sure Speed 51 usually has the website or whatever. We'll probably cover the race and so on and so forth. But tonight, unfortunately, we've seen a lot of action. And not of the good. I mean, we have seen good racing. Let me correct myself on that. But unfortunately, we've seen our share of cautions here in the last, I would say, 100 laps. That has put a screeching halt to the race, and you see a lot of damaged cars out there. A couple of them still without a scuff mark on them, but give it time. Still got almost 90 laps to go here in this race. Gonna try and restart again here. Wood once again, they're gonna kind of push up Edwards there to try to get the run down to banking here. There he goes on the loud pedal. Not a good start for Fontaine. Front three have cleared. Everybody else double file down the back straightaway into turn 12. No contact there. Sends a 33 a little bit up the track. Everybody prevails. Ames, or Ken Ames, I should say, underneath the 33. Benjamin Clare for position. That being Steele Langford. Meanwhile, the battle for the lead, the pole sitter. Here comes Trevor Edwards. Underneath the Christopher Wood for position. He's going to take it. Might be our first green flag pass for the lead tonight. Here comes Fontaine. Let's see if Edwards can get away. Fontaine gonna peek underneath. Oh, contact! The 91 hits the other 91. And everybody saves it. On 91 violence. Let's go back to it. I think it's just racing move there because Fontaine goes to make the move. Was he there? Was he not? Judgment call. Nice save by Woods. Trevor Edwards is pulled away 1.2 seconds over Fontaine. Fontaine has showed he's been one of the faster cars of the night. Can he catch the 32? Let's ride with him. Number 3. Boy, Haslow there in front of him. Haslow gets a little loose. Carlson gonna drive it in there. Reds prevail. See the bumps on this track. Pensacola, believe it or not, does have its cooler season. I mean, it is right there on the water, but when you look at like where Miami is and stuff like that, it's definitely up a little bit. It's pretty much parallel with like Mobile, Alabama and stuff. So I mean, it does have its little bit colder times. I mean, I'm speaking from Gainesville, Georgia, which is the northeast end of, or pretty much just south of the start of the Georgia mountains. As Coy Haslow gets loose, takes out the cone. And I mean, we're looking at the temps today, never got above 60, so it's kind of chilly here tonight. So obviously where I'm going with that is the weather can play a role in these bumps. As Haslow looking underneath the 14 at Talbot for position, move Coy up to the 7th spot in that 87 car. Trevor Edwards, the pole sitter, involved in a lap 1 wreck, has come back and leads now by 1.3 seconds as we have less than 80 to go. Biggest mover in the race, Jonathan Thompson, up 20 spots from 30th to 10th. The biggest faller in this race, as caution is out, is Mark Herzog from starting second all the way to 32nd. Caution out, and I believe it is for the 0, Michael DeLong. See what happens to him. Oh wow, gets driven into by the 08 there. The 08 must have hit its incident limit and is gone. Caution on the track. Once again, I want to send shout outs to those who helped put this event together. Some great sponsors in this event tonight. From Sin City, of course, Brooks Motorsports, Moneymaker Motorsports, Carl Race Designs, and so much more. A lot of great people putting this whole thing together. Jake Brooks and Michael Steffen, those guys work hard to organize all this stuff. And, you know, Michael Steffen, by the way, you know, I've talked about him a little bit here. Mike is running 22nd right now, unfortunately not in the lead lap. This guy right here, there's a lot I owe to this man for what he's done on the stream and stuff like that. So all the graphics that you see with the Captain TV logos, so look up at the top left side of the ticker there, you got that Captain TV logo. All of these photos you see, all these graphics were made by him. Not the ticker and stuff like that, but like the Captain TV logos and all the different things that you have seen recently. If you look on the YouTube page, you see the thing up top. These different looking logos and stuff like that, all made by him. The music that you hear us play, that was from Michael Benedetto, who's a part of this league. You know, most of these banners and stuff that you see before the races are done by Mike and stuff like that. As a matter of fact, the banner that you see for the Iowa race Saturday was made by Mike. So that man does a lot for me, and you know, I can only do my thing to take care of him at the same time. And these guys do a great job, and Mike's been a great partner of mine, especially, and we didn't even know each other until he ran into me and wanted to be into a short track league, and he started making things for me, and I'm like, dude, you didn't do that. But Mike has been awesome. All right, so Edwards going to lead him back to the start. He's got Fontaine this time at second. And how about Steele Langford there in the third position? Jake Brooks there in the fifth spot. Jake has been kind of just sleeping in the weeds a little bit, just waiting. He's got a shot to win this Snowball Derby. Is less than 75 to go now. Attack. Zane's going to go to the inside. Right behind him, Shane Austin at number 9. Curran Beckler. These guys have just continued to get damage fixed. Under attack from the 3, he saves it. The Talbot going to lose 3 or 4 spots and almost get in again. Trying to get up there with the leader. At the beginning of this race. Make that green flag gets down to lap 109. He's had to do some chasing here throughout. And that James good as you tonight, so let's hit it up real quickly from the top. I like to call it the Superman cam. Our good buddy, Mr. Richard Schwinn, Superman. Oh, some contact there in the 91 and 33. Woods kicked to the back bumper of Langford here. Guys now part of the short track super league is what the league is called. These guys trying to win their first running of the Snowball Derby in this league. And caution is out. Michael Benedetto has gone around, it looks like. Oh, maybe not. Let's see, maybe it was Benedetto. Let's see. Caution is out. Let's see who comes to pit road here. Some faking going on. Jake O'Brien has come to pit road. We'll look at that here in a second. Oh, some contact there. 77 gets turned by the 069. Both of those guys are out of the race now. We're starting to get to the point where some of these guys with their limited incident points and stuff are getting kicked. Peyton Talbot on pit road, O'Brien, Carlson, Jake Brooks, Ken Zames. These guys going to get tires and fuel here. I think if you're the leaders, the way the cautions are falling, I mean, you're at the point where you might be getting to the point where your bed's made. I mean, we've not had many laps of green flag racing, but yeah, you never know. What is going to happen here in the last 60 laps of this race? We're going to find out here shortly. Tonight's race, unfortunately, summed up in one word: wrecking. There have been issues with people going around and stuff like that, and unfortunately, it's brought out 18 cautions in this race. We did get one long green flag run of about 30 laps, 40 laps. Not saying that we can't do it again here for the last 60, but it's unfortunately gotten to the point where a lot of cars have dropped out because of the incident limit. We have 15 cars on the lead lap as we'll come back to green here. Matthew Telder getting the lucky dog there, I believe. He's back on the lead lap. Back to the green flag with Trevor Edwards trying to hold off Fontaine. Fontaine, not a good restart. Here comes Langford. With the arc, let's see if he can hold the 33 down. Not able to. Maybe a little door bang there. Fontaine is one guy that will not let you pass easy if you can. He will fight you in the high lane. Something he did during the season in the Tour Mods, and he's doing it again right now. This is allowing Edwards to get away, and Fontaine is going to clear the 33, clears himself. No Silfield. Back here, the number 9 of Shane Haas up into the 6th position. Shane has come from the back, about 24 positions. And Wood has gone by Langford for 3rd. Look at this mess. Holy cow. Curran Becko 3 wide for a second there as the 9 of Haas gets out of the way. Oh, and a hip check from Zames into the 74. 3 wide again. Oh, no. And O'Brien over. And I think that was net code. And 50 laps to go and the caution out. This was just getting wild back here. Code, I would say. For those who don't like flipping race cars, you're going to get the view right here on board with O'Brien. Judge is going to need your score up. Impressive. He does stick the landing and continue on. It's always key to stick the landing. But unfortunate caution comes out. I am going to step away for 1 quick second. I'll be right back. Trevor Edwards leading 47 laps to go. I had to go turn my heater on, actually, believe it or not. Kind of getting chilly here tonight. I know, obviously, if you're up in the north and stuff like that, I mean, I've been up there in those areas. I know how cold it can get. Matter of fact, down here in Georgia, I got people looking at me weird when I'm in a t-shirt and pants, and it's like 40 degrees outside. Actually got some rain starting to come in for the area here, and it's 40. It's supposed to be 45 tonight for a low, 48 right now, so a little chilly. Turn the heat on. Get that smell out. I'm good. All right, gonna come back to the green. Hey, just found out Sam is going to be in the Iowa race. So I'm up to 20 now. Woo! I think Sam told me that too. I forgot his name. Anyways, Edwards brings him back to the green with Fontaine. And now Christopher Wood trying to come back. Wood still on the tires from earlier. He pitted at lap 97. So he is on 108 lap tires. Fontaine clears the other 91. And the caution is out, the 20th. And this one might have involved Coy Haslow. Not sure, but I know he is on pit road and coasting. We'll find out here. There's some smoke up ahead. Oh, and bam, 19 into the 0, just nails the wall, but something happened up ahead and there was a checkup. Hello, Joe. Good to see you, Joe. Not sure what happened to Coy here. Let's... Oh, Coy blew up. I just saw smoke there. Unfortunately, Coy's Snowball Derby is done. right there. And that would be where the checkup came. A tough break for Haslow. So 40 laps to go this time. Can Edwards win this thing from the pole? Edwards, just, not to give out too much information, but looking over at some of his stuff, he is a member of the 499 Club. And an I rating over 5,000, so Trevor knows what he's doing out here. Done a great job this evening. He was a part of the 499 Club at one point. I don't even know where I'm at anymore. Again, tomorrow night, come back and join us if you're enjoying the broadcast. Great Lakes Truck Series at Michigan, going to be a fun race, 100 laps in that one. Those guys put on a great show normally in the trucks. Very clean racing for the most part. But tonight it's all about the final 38 laps of this Snowball Derby, the first ever Snowball Derby from these Short Track Super League. Here we go, pace car is off. And Edwards going to bring him to the green. And once again, these 291 cars are going to battle. Langford down there on the inside trying to find somewhere to go. And meanwhile, here's a whole mess of cars again. Thompson trying to work his way through. Freshly clean car for the most part. Trying to work his way up through the field, running in the 8th spot as Thompson moves up to 9th. Wood has gone by Fontaine. Fontaine still trying to get that high line to work. Not able to take second. Wood with over 120 laps on his tires. Looks inside of Fontaine. Edwards is loving this. He's like, dude, let's keep this thing green until the finish. Of course, the way the race is gone, probably not happening, but you never know. That's why we race. Fontaine looking low on Woods. Woods almost opened the door up there for him. Kind of giving each other some room now as we get down towards the finish. Fontaine to the inside. He gets by Wood for second. Here comes the 33 of Langford. 1.6 seconds separates the leaders with 30 laps to go. Last time by, both cars ran the same exact lap, 16.68, and ironically, they have the same best lap, 16.41. That time by, Edwards, 68 to a 72. As Brooks starting to fall back, Thompson going to go by for 7th. Man, Jonathan Thompson from 30th up to 7th. He was up to 2nd at one point in this race. Racing all over the place here. 03 trying to work underneath 02. You see Langford has gone by Wood, and you see Fontaine has started to pull away from them. Problem is Fontaine's still about a second and 3/4 back. As Wood going to go back by Langford here, so Wood showed he's got a good long run car. Last time by Fontaine Edwards, same lap time. 22 laps to go as the laps are going to quickly trigger off here. As Edwards going to work his way now into lap traffic. The 55 going to be his first car. That is DeLong, Jeffrey that is. And then Drift there, the Jacob Gladgulich number 014 car. Drift now in the 16th position with all the attrition rate that's happening. That time behind Fontaine a little bit faster than Edwards, but Edwards has been faster for the most part during this run. And the 03 continue this fight here. 35 right in front of Curran Beckler. You got the 33 of Steele Langford right in front of him. Ooh, almost some contact, a little check up there. Opens the door for Thompson. Can he get in there? Not able to. And Fontaine getting stuck in lap cars. He hasn't had a good night. He was involved in a wreck in the Snowflake race earlier, and now this one. Trevor Edwards slowly starting to stretch it out, 2.5 seconds. The man started on the pole tonight and was involved in a wreck on lap 1. You see the damage on his car. He's been involved in plenty of action tonight, but somehow, when it's all counted, Trevor Edwards is in the front of this Snowball Derby race and is only 13 laps away from winning the thing. And he is constantly faster than Fontaine. And these two guys continue to fight. Position. Adam O'Brien, Mike Carlson, another two cars that have had to battle attrition. And not to mention right now, Michael Benedetto, let's slide up to him in his 25 car earlier. We had people vote in chat, and Snowman picked 14. So the guy who finishes 14th tonight is going to win $5 from Moneymaker Motorsports for the Captain TV Award. And right now, that's Michael Benedetto. And he's got it by about 4/10. And here comes Jeff Carlson, who, by the way, won the money in the first race. How funny would this be? But speaking of money, this guy right here has been on the money the last few laps. 6 laps to go. There is green-white checker finishes if necessary. To go, just needs to take it easy as he puts that lap on Jeff Carlson. Michael Benedetto still there in 14th. That separation now between those two about a second now. I'm talking about from Benedetto to Carlson for that $5 cash. 2 laps to go. Trevor Edwards, the Mid-South driver, started on pole tonight. Again, was involved in an accident on lap 1, comes back, and now is a half-mile away from a Snowball Derby win. The 32 riding right behind Benedetto, not going to see pressure from Fontaine, and he is going to write his name on the trophy, the first Short Track Super League Snowball Derby winner. Fontaine's going to get second, Christopher Wood third, Curran Beckler fourth, and Steele Langford your top 5. Let's go back to 14th. Michael Benedetto will get the cash winnings, the $5 for the random draw numbered pick. As the 32 going to get up there for that photo. We'll see if Edwards comes up into TeamSpeak here and talks. He's going to cut some donuts. Something tells me he's done this before. Watch out for that guy. He kept it out of the wall the whole time. Well done. Well done. All right, well, let me see if Trevor's going to show up here. Let's get Sam, and let's bring him up here and talk to him real quickly.
It was kind of a really good race, like at first and at the end. Like we had like kind of the middle of the race was a little rough, but otherwise it was kind of good.
Don't you hate it when somebody pulls you up in the middle of a conversation so you're sitting there talking to me the whole time?
Yeah, right?
Samuel Fontaine, it's good to hear a smile out of your mouth because I'm like, man, this guy's probably not happy at all. Dominated the first part of the race, and then unfortunately it looks like you met your match in the pole setter Edwards, and he was able to get you in the end there. Talk about your race, man. That I know it was a wild middle part of that race with all the cautions and stuff, but you definitely fought for that second place finish.
Oh yeah, I got the lead like pretty early in the race, and I wasn't really expecting that. Trevor made a little mistake and opened the door for me to take the lead and keep going on. And while he catch up later, I mean it was fun. Starting on the outside in second place is really hard because a guy in third like have a really huge run on you, and you have to fight really hard. So my right front tire was starting to be a little hot there at the end. But yeah, bring second place. I had fun, and we have good battles.
Well, the one thing, Sam, I will mention, I have a viewer who is a friend of mine, Dave Rowe, Nitro Beast on chat. He is. You've definitely earned his respect out here tonight and stuff. He definitely says you're a fan favorite and stuff, and I know it's something that you can hang your hat on. We all love you, and I know I joke and call you Gru because we've spoken about this, but in the end, you've done a great job. You fight hard every time, especially when somebody gets to that inside of yours. It's like you do not give up that spot. And I know you had some battles, especially with the 91, the other 91. You guys had a good fight tonight.
Yeah, thanks, man. I'm trying to drive as clean as I can and as close as I can of the other guys. And with Wood, I was really sorry. Like I bumped him at some point. I tried to put my nose inside. I thought he was about to left me the room, and he didn't. So like, I mean, I kind of dive bomb him. He saved it, fortunately, and we had a really fun fight. Like the last like few restart there, I really. I really thought I was about to lose my second spot against him.
Well, you didn't, and you got your second place run tonight, so congratulations on that. A good makeup for the rough first race you had tonight, but you definitely got the second place run tonight, and send shout out to whoever you want to.
Yeah, first of all, that's you for the broadcast, the old guys who's putting the league together and that event. It was a rough mid part of the race, but it was really fun at the end and at first. So for that, the guys who sponsored the league, so Sin City. So thanks for Chris Wood, like again, like really nice. And yeah, all my team too, working pretty hard since the start of the season to build like the strongest setup that we can have. And seriously, we are getting there now. Like we are in the league.
Absolutely, man. Well, we appreciate your time, and Sam, nice job, and we'll talk soon.
Yeah, see you, man.
Absolutely. Samuel Fontaine finishing P2. Let's get him down. He's gone. Okay. And we have our winner here with us. Let's grab him and bring him in here. Winner of the first Snowball Derby from the Short Track Super League, Trevor Edwards. Trevor, you had a rough start, just like it seemed like the pole sitter tonight did not have the best start in both races. Had issues you had to damage, but you came in there at lap 109, took your one set of tires that you had out of two, and you made it work out and got yourself a win tonight. How you feeling?
Good. Yeah, that lap one, I just messaged Mark, actually. I had never been loose on lap one of my runs and went down in there. I got loose, and there was some net code, but I might have already hit him, even if there was no net code. So that sucked to start all the way in the back. But I just got to thank these guys for putting it on and Chris Wood for putting up some money for it. It was definitely a fun night.
Was it maybe more, obviously it was a tough situation because if I remember going back to that lap, you were pretty low going into the corner at that point. Could it have been the angle of the corner maybe or something that caused you to, maybe that back end to swap ends on you going into the corner?
I think it's just this tire model. Usually you're a little bit loose the first two laps, and I guess I didn't warm it up enough when we were coming to the green, and it just went down in there and went into a four-wheel drive. Like, it wasn't super loose, it just had no grip and was four-wheel sliding. So, like I said, I got to apologize to Hartzog again about that. That sucks because I put him behind the 8-ball just as much as it did me.
Well, still, you were able to come back and fought your way through all the cautions there, and you found yourself right place, right time. Obviously, it's not the real Snowball Derby, but you know what? To be able to come out here and run this version of it, how's it feel to be able to know that you won this race that featured a lot of good drivers out here that competed? I mean, there was a lot of great drivers capable of winning this thing.
Yeah, so that first caution, and I got into Herzog. I lost some engine horsepower and got a bunch of damage. I had like a minute 30.
Wow.
Got a lot of it fixed. And then I got some right after I got it all fixed. The next caution, I stopped and got drilled. So I was like, I'm not fixing damage. It's over. I'm just gonna run what I got. Yeah. But I made the joke to Tyler about it, that it took the pole sitter 160 laps to finally lead a lap. So but it was a good one, and I love this track. It's one of my favorites. We're kind of getting everything tuned up for the Snowball Derby. A couple of my teammates are running, so this was an experimental setup that seems like it's going to work out pretty good for us.
Well, very nice. Well, you did a great job, and you got yourself the win and some prizes and stuff, and we wish you the best, and obviously you can send some shout-outs to whoever you'd like to.
Got to thank Tyler Shattuck. He built this thing, and it was an absolute rocket. I got to thank Sin City Pilot Cars and Chris Wood for, putting this deal on. He's my teammate as well. And then McConey Setup Shop and Midwest Power Source. If you need setups, I build the modified setups, and Tyler builds the Super Late model setups. And I think I'm second in points in the official series using them, so go over there and get you some setups.
There you go. Hey, Trevor, nice job, man. Congrats on being part of the 499 Club, by the way. Me and my friends like to call it, so congrats on that part, too. And
I didn't look like it lap 1 tonight, did it?
Hey, we all make mistakes, but you know what? The number didn't change tonight, so doesn't have to worry about it. Nobody knows. So you won the race. That's all that matters.
Thank you for broadcasting. I appreciate it.
No sweat, Trevor. Appreciate your time. Best of luck, bud. Trevor Edwards, the winner of the Snowball Derby here in the Short Track Super League. We'll drag him up there. And let's see. I want to see if he's here. He is not. I was going to try to talk to our our money winner tonight, but needless to say, a long night is over, and we get to go from there. So appreciate everybody for letting us put this event together. Let me be a part of the broadcast. Michael Steffen for reaching out and coming to talk to me about being a part of this, as he knows, actually, he is here. So let's stop for a second. He doesn't even know. This is going to be awesome. Michael Benedetto, you got a copy, buddy?
Yeah, bud, what's up?
Well, I noticed you were under a little pressure there from the 15th place Carlson. Did you feel like you were going to lose that spot to him?
No, I don't know. We were kind of flailing there in the back. I don't know.
Well, did you realize that spot gave you $5 money from Moneymaker Motorsports, because our random draw said the 14th place finisher tonight in the Snowball Derby gets it?
That's funny. Well, great. That's good. I could use the $5 to repair my car.
So go get yourself like a plastic lug nut, maybe, or something.
Yeah, exactly. At least I'll give it to the guys at the body shop. They have a lot of work to do tomorrow.
Well, the funny part about this whole thing is Carlson actually won the money in the first race, and I'm like, is this guy about to double down and doesn't even know it?
Oh, that's funny. That's funny.
But no, great. And we had to pull you up and just joke with you there for a second about it. But I know you had a tough night. But hey, nice job out there and way to fight.
Yeah, all good, my man. Thank you. Have a good night.
You too, buddy.
Thanks for all you do.
Absolutely appreciate that. As Michael Benedetto won the $5. Let's get him to the right channel. There we go. Back into the channel there, as I think him and a couple others are going over some stuff. So, all right, I'm heading out. I'm going to go eat some dinner finally. I didn't get to do that between races. So, appreciate Michael Steffen for putting this race on. Him and Jake Brooks. Jake Moore put the race on. Michael helped put the thing together. Appreciate all the racers from coming out and being a part of this event. And it's my honor and pleasure just to be a part of the fun. Viewers, appreciate you. Hopefully we got some new viewers tonight, and hopefully you'll come join us tomorrow night for the Great Lakes Truck Series at Michigan. So I'm on a plane heading to Michigan now, so not really. Just going to go to eat and go to sleep. So appreciate all the viewers for watching us, and if you don't know our little slogan on the channel, well, you're going to learn right now. If somebody gets mad at you because you're frustrated, they wrecked you, and they're like, dude, relax, man. This is just a game. No, that's when you tell them, no, it's iRacing. See ya!